In this exercise, I will be showing you how to get all the components set up in order to do this lab, as well as many other labs, on the cloud environment. There are some programs that you'll need, where we'll go over how to download, install, and use in this exercise. First off, you'll need to make an account on the IBM Analytics Demo Cloud website at URL my.imdemocloud.com. This account will be needed in order to access the cloud environment. On the main page, press the Sign Up button. Type your name, email address, and password. Once your account has been created and verified, you'll have access to a window that looks like this. Press the big SQL Technology Sandbox link. From there, press the Systems tab next to Resources. Now, this page is very important as it gives you all of the information you need to access the cloud, as well as a link to open up Ambari. First off, let's do the easiest step, which is starting up Ambari. Press the Launch button underneath Ambari console. This will open up a new tab, where you will need to input your username and password. If you are unsure of what your username is, look at the previous tab, the tab used to open Ambari, and look under Connection Details. This shows you what your username is. After logging in, all of the services, which can be seen on the left-hand side, should all be running. You'll know if it's running if there's a green check mark next to the service. Next, we need a way to access the cloud environment to perform these labs. You can use any SSH tools, but in these labs we will be using PuTTY. Go onto the PuTTY website, download the appropriate version, and run it. Now there are a lot of things on this screen, but there are a lot of things we won't be touching. First off, we want to create a session and save it so you don't need to type in the host name every time you want to access the cloud environment. Start by inputting your username, followed by the @ symbol, then the host name. If you're unsure of what this should look like, go back to that very useful page I mentioned earlier. There, you'll see the host name, as well as an example of what your input should look like. So after inputting the host name, give the session a name, and press save. It should appear in this box. Now, whenever you open PuTTY and want to access the cloud, just click the session and press open. Let's open the session. There will be a prompt for your password. This should be the same password as the one you used to log into Ambari. The GUI for PuTTY is just a command line, which isn't all that bad, because that means that it will be less process intensive. Finally, the last thing you need to do is set up a way to transfer files into your cloud account. To do this, we'll need some kind of SFTP tool, where we will be using WinSCP to get the job done. Navigate to the WinSCP website and install the program. After installation, we'll need to set up a session similar to how we did with PuTTY. Input the hostname, which should be iop-bi-master.imdemocloud.com, as well as your username. You can leave the password section blank, because logging in from a saved session prompts you for a password anyways. Press the Save button, and there should be a prompt for you to change the site name if you choose. I won't be doing that. Press OK after. You should now see your session in the left-hand side. Select it and press Login. Here, input your password and press OK. The screen shows two sections. The left section is your desktop directory, while the right section is the clouds directory. You can transfer files or directories by simply dragging and dropping from side to side. Here is an example of transferring a random file from my desktop directory to the clouds directory. But first, let me change over to PuTTY and show you that the file is not present before doing the transfer. Okay, let's do the transfer now. Hit OK And now the file should be in the cloud directory. If we go back into PuTTY, we should see it there.